Oh, hang on a minute. Something's not quite right here. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Well, we just discovered something. Well. That is weird. I just tried to do something and it did not work. Hmm. Well, that's going to totally transform what people do with StreamYard now. Okay, that is breaking news for me. Unless you can move stuff to top. No, that's not gonna work. Wow, that is a big change that only just happened right now. Wow. Okay, that is highly unexpected. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 10 of the Miracle Whip stream. I just found something really interesting. Is that if you're on the free StreamYard plan, you can no longer use the media assets. You can no longer use the media assets. Hello, Frankenfrog. And hello, Johnny. You can no longer use the media assets on the free plan. Wow. That's I I don't know what to say about that. That is just that's really unfortunate. Hey Panda. Um yeah, that's just a shock out of the gates. I was not expecting to wake up and that be the breaking news of the day. So, if you have a free StreamYard account, you can no longer use the media assets, which means unless I want to pay for StreamYard, unfortunately, Johnny will never get to do the Paradisa thing ever again. That's what StreamYard has done to us. No more Paradisa sun who's shining all day ever again unless I want to pay for StreamYard. Yeah, it's absolutely shocking. I I'm just lost for words. We're gonna build more of my shelf unit today. The IKEA Billy bookcase um can still screen share because can still do that, but not use media assets because it says I try to click on one and it says quote share video clip. The free plan comes with one example video. If you'd like to share your own videos, check out our upgraded plans. That's what it says on a pop-up screen. I'm not going to do that because it'd get copyrighted. I'm just gonna try something else. I'm gonna oh no. No, that wouldn't work out either. I'm just gonna see what the upgrade options are. Just to see what it actually does. I'm just gonna see what things are like. Because StreamYard has changed a lot of their stuff. They've changed a lot of their stuff. And so they got rid of the $20 plan. They got rid of the $20 plan. Hello, Owen. Yeah. I just wanna I wanna try something. I wanna completely log out of my account on a different screen. And I'm going to try something very, very quickly. Because I want to see if well, I just want to experiment with the account to details. I'm gonna get a code on my email. And I just want to see something. Because there's things that you can get. It's a yeah, there's things that you can do. Okay. Yeah, there's things that you can do at the if you're a new customer sometimes that you can't do when you're an existing customer. Oh, that just no, that didn't no, that's not right. Let me get out of that screen and go to the other screen. Okay, so yeah, so it looks like The $20 option is now gone. Yeah, the $20 option is now gone in my country, and there's only a $36 option, which is the core. Yeah. And the main advantages of the core over the free option is you have unlimited amount of stream hours. You can multi-stream to 3 destinations at once. It removes the StreamYard logo from the stream. You can have 10 on-screen participants instead of 6. It doesn't show how. I'm not seeing. Yeah, I'm not seeing how many seats it allows you to have. Yeah, I'm not sure how that. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about about how many seats you get, but I'm sure there'd be more than 2 seats. Yeah, and you can set the intro and the outro clips. But it also says custom referral message. Edit. Personalize or remove the referral description of all your streams. Chat overlay. Make your audience part of the show. Chat overlay lets you display live comments during. Yeah, that's not a thing. That's weird because that's already a feature. And also that streams are broadcast in 1080p instead of the 720p. Yeah, okay. So if I ever want to do the um if I ever want to do the clips ever again, I'll have to pay for StreamYard. So that's a real uh that's just really unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. It really is. Anyway, I'm going to get on with the rest of the stream. Just a huge lot of breaking news right out the gate. And so I'm sure that my viewers will have their own thoughts about all of it. But yeah. Well, if I get billed yearly, it brings the cost down from $45 to 36. And what's the yearly billing in total? What's the yearly billing in total? I'm gonna log out of that, and I'm gonna log back into my main account. Sorry, I'm gonna log back into my main account. so that I can see the total year's bill. Yeah. So if I click the upgrade button, yeah, so if it's $36 a month for the core plan, $36 times 12, that's $432 a year. $432 a year. And I definitely don't yield enough results on my streams to warrant me paying for that. Yeah, so that's one of the so that's just I was not expecting to wake up to that. Yeah, $432 is crazy. Yeah. Wow. That really makes me sad. Because it's an end, it's the end of an era. That means it's the end of an era. Hmm. And one of the things with me is unless I go back and find out where which some of the media forms I got the things I use for my clips from and re-screen share them, and some of them I don't think I can re-screen share. Then some of them might get lost, but only a fraction of them will get salvaged. I wouldn't expect you to do that for me, but we can do that for us when we do our streams together. I'm gonna send you a whole bunch of MP4s anyway. Hello, Brick Hive. We just got a whole bunch of breaking news because free accounts on StreamYard can no longer use the media assets. Can no longer use the media assets. I can't. I can't because I can't use the media assets. This is what I'm complaining about. I can't do that because I can no longer use the media assets on a free account. Which is why I'm really pissed off. If you can, that would be gladly appreciated. Free account. Oh, hello, Randucci. Free accounts on StreamYard can no longer use the media assets. And because StreamYard got rid of their advanced plan, and now they have only the free plan, the corporate plan. No, sorry, the free plan, the core plan, and the business and the business plan. At a minimum, for people to access the media assets, it would cost me $432 a year. You don't need to do that for me, Owen. I'm not. No, it's a thing. It's a thing with StreamYard. I can use OBS to stream whenever I want. I'm still going to use StreamYard. I just can't use the media assets. I just can't use the media assets. I literally started this stream and found out I couldn't do that anymore. When I streamed on my Sunday night, I could do that. But now 1.5 days later, I can't do it. Well, unless someone's willing to teach me how to use media assets with OBS, not going to be doing anything with media assets on my stream anymore. And I'm not just talking about tutorials. I'm talking about specific one-on-one walkthroughs. Because I know a thing or two about OBS, but I don't know everything about OBS. If you want to organize that with me, Panda, that would be gladly appreciated. Because yeah, because that's worthy of a whole rant video now. That's worthy of a whole rant video. So I'm just I'm gonna write something in one of the groups. I'm gonna write free StreamYard accounts. No, sorry. Just woke up. Free StreamYard accounts can no longer use media assets. Also, I keep getting this weird notification on eBay. Because it keeps wanting me to get it. eBay keeps wanting to give me a voucher for selling something. Probably because they know that I haven't ever sold anything on eBay. Yeah, so I'm going to post that into the group. And I wonder what the reaction will be. Anyway, I'll do that on my own time. Not today. We got shelves to build. And I got stuff on the floor. that's in my way. So I'm gonna have to clear it out. And also, I used my bedside table. No, sorry. My bedside drawer to hold the computer. So I just need to clear that off so that we can rest my MacBook Pro down. Okay. Yeah, because yeah, if you want to join, you can. Anyway, I'm gonna angle this down, and I need to clear some of this junk out of the way. So you can let yourself in on by switching from your account to my account. And while I'm building the shelf, we can have conversations about random stuff. Yeah, I will see what they have to say about all of that. And now, because of all that breaking news, I'm going to have to consider my options now. And I've been Latining some of my instructions. Hey, Owen.
Hello? By the way, the advanced plan is still there. I just checked.
I didn't see the advanced plan when I went to upgrade.
I'll show you. Wait, let me grab my other phone. I'll get it up on this phone and show you.
I only saw the core plan and the business plan.
Yeah, it's coming up with the $44.99 weekly for the advanced plan. You see?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's called the core plan.
It says weekly advanced plan.
Yeah, the thing I was looking at was a core plan.
Yeah, this one.
Or,
There's a core one, then there's an advanced one,
no,
and then there's a teams and a
because
business.
no. What I'm saying is that no, sorry, it wasn't. It wasn't called advanced. It was called the basic plan. Sorry. The basic plan used to be $20 in my country.
Okay.
Yeah. That
How
used
are
to
you
be
doing
20
except from
in
that?
my country. They don't have that option anymore.
Yeah.
And I
How
think
are you
that's what
doing
some
except from that?
and I think that's what some people were complaining about when they were paying for StreamYard for a while, and they complained that the prices went up, was because they got rid of the basic plan.
Yeah.
So that's all really unfortunate. But anyway, I don't want to talk about that
Any
anymore.
longer. Yeah. I understand why. Because it's pissing you off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to delete my live stream on building that lab because I knocked it over and it's smashed, and I can't remember how I put it together. So I'm just gonna start again.
Yeah. So I got parts and pieces. I got parts and pieces everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, I did a live stream today, and it got 11 likes and 9 views. No. Wait. Let me check. Oh, 15 views and 9 likes. Yeah, 15 views and 9 likes.
Yeah, you always get more views than likes.
Yeah.
Okay, there's the instructions. Okay. So last time I left off, I screwed in that stuff. So we need to turn the page. Okay, now we can insert some of the shelves. So, yeah. Well, they may have been the highlights for people like you, Johnny. I can't do that anymore either. Because that's a media asset. That's a media asset. Okay. Okay, so I'm trying to read these instructions properly. Okay, so if that's like that, the orientation of IKEA furniture can be at weird spots in these instructions.
Yeah, it's dreadful.
So if I take this, and this does indicate that it has the holes on the bottom. But do all these have the holes on the bottom? Yeah. They all have the hole on the bottom. I think what I'll do is I'll move these behind me. Ugh. Hello, Grumpy J. Well, I've started off bad because the breaking news is that free StreamYard accounts can no longer use the media assets. Which means no more video cutaways on my streams. That doesn't work at all. Okay, so it's not that, it's something else. Then it has to be this piece. Yeah, it has to be this piece. Oh.
laboratory.
Yeah, so these holes, the oriented like that. Gonna get these nails to line up. There we go. And so that goes in there. Okay, you know what? And for gravity reasons, I'm gonna take this out. And I'm going to I'm going to lay this down. I'm going to lay this down.
That's for tomorrow's job, that. I'm going to rebuild the lab tomorrow. Right now, I'm going to build a crystal cart.
Well, that would be fun, Johnny.
With a make-believe track using plates. So let's do dark gray for now.
So need another one of those at this end. Oh, that's me. Hello, Yonglo. Yeah, I'm still building the IKEA Billy bookcase. And we started this stream with the breaking news that free StreamYard accounts can no longer use the media assets.
Does that include the backgrounds as well?
No, at least my backgrounds are still there, but I'm not sure about new accounts.
Uh-oh. Well, that's pretty down shit. Yeah, so now I'm not going to be able to. Well, I'm just going to say I'm not going to be paying for StreamYard until we can counterbalance. Until we can counterbalance the cost through Patreon pledges or YouTube memberships. I'm just gonna say that. What are we going to do about Brick Talk?
That's not affected.
No, I meant because of the media assets, because you wanted to send me some MP4s.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to do that anyway.
All right, yeah, because I can still play them because I'm going to pay for it.
Yeah, exactly. You pay for it because you don't want to cap your streaming
What do you mean, cap it?
hours per month.
Yeah. Like, I don't care about prices because, I make enough money to pay for it every month, so I'm not too asked about it. This is why I'm saying I would happily pay for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well,
Because I make
I
enough.
wouldn't feel comfortable doing what I wouldn't feel comfortable accepting that because we do our own show together.
Yeah.
And now that we do our own show together, I won't use my account as much anyway, because it'd only be for special events or for pop-up streams like this.
Yeah. Well, here's an idea then. How about you make a GoFundMe to help
I don't
fundraise
need I don't
StreamYard?
need I don't need to do that, because if people want to support the mayohosko channel, they can just use the links in the description to go pledge to me on Patreon.
Yeah.
So there are ways of people to send me money without me making a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
And if and and if and if someone really wanted to do something like that, I would feel guilty not providing a service in return. And there are benefits like early access and direct impact on my videos, and some other perks that you can see in the scroll bar at the bottom of the screen that you get by pledging to me on Patreon. Well, now, if I can get enough pledges, that'll help cover the cost of paying for StreamYard. If people get that desperate and nostalgic for the media assets I have,
Yeah.
but they're not going to be lost forever, because I'm gonna email those MP4s to you, so that we can use some of them when we do Brick Talk together, and that'll enhance the quality of our Brick
The
Talk
stream.
streams.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I know that there are certain people who only know that my streams exist because my media assets are so catching.
Yeah.
So just for the record, for everyone, it's not all doom and gloom.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah. One by ones.
It's not all doom and gloom, and there are ways of making things better based upon the decisions that the viewers and the co-hosts want to make.
Yeah.
Because everyone has a choice. Okay, so we got this long piece. This goes at the bottom of the shelf. How does this orient? Okay, so yeah, I think that goes in there somehow. Okay, yeah, this goes. Where is it? I thought there was. Oh yeah, there's no holes there, so that can't be hooked into anything. Hello, Liam, Brick to the bed. Good to see you back here, buddy. Yeah, so that goes in there at the bottom.
There is something I want to talk to you about, though.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying my hardest to try and get 100 subs as fast as
And
possible.
I think you're at 74
So then,
now?
78.
Okay, so you gained more subscribers since I last checked.
Yeah, and I'll be doing a giveaway when I reach 100 of a three $10 Lego gift cards, or £10 Lego gift cards.
I need to stabilize this. I need to move these underneath to stabilize this. Okay, because I have to insert some of these grey things. So what are we staring at on your screen right now? What are we staring at on your screen right now?
Nothing right now. I'm kind of working on a crystal cold cart for the mine, but I'm working on some cobbled floor design on it, which I don't like leaning over as much. So I'm going to do it on my chair.
And I need to get a flat-headed screwdriver. Do I have one in my room? Flathead screwdriver. Not sure if I had one in my room. You know what? Let me see if I actually hang on a minute. What's underneath here? No. I'm gonna see if I can use a brick separator in place of a
screwdriver.
In place of a flathead screwdriver. I'm gonna try it and see what happens.
You'll break the brick separator.
No, because the hole in this thing is wide enough for the corner of a brick separator.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So I need 4.
The first man in the world to ever use a brick separator as a screwdriver.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things you can use a brick separator for.
Yeah. Opening Pepsi cans is one of them. I'm going to try it so I know it works.
Yeah, so we are building an IKEA Billy bookcase. It's the second one for my room. I need it because I need more storage. This guy isn't going in properly. Jesus, the amount of friction on there. Yeah, that just did not. And that also has way too much friction in it. That has too much friction.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of IKEA furniture because it's very cheap material.
I think you can get away with not twisting them in. I think you just need to insert them in. So that was that step. And we already now we have to put the one in at the back. So I'm gonna slide this down. Slide this down. And get this piece here. And see where this goes in. Yeah, so if that's the bottom of the shelf, then the holes need to be pointed this way for the bottom 2 runs. And then at the top, the holes need to be pointed up. Where is this hole? There we go. There we go, that's in. And, oh, hang on a minute. I think I've entered this wrong. Because if the corner slit is pointed that way, then the holes also need to be pointed that way. So we need to pull this out and twist this around. So that all the outer holes point that way. So I'm gonna spin this upside down. And this peg came out.
I'm not sure about the what they call the grill tiles on this track.
Yes. So do you want to explain to the audience what you're trying to do right now?
Yeah, a crystal cart. So when I get round to building the mine, I can put this just beside the lab when I get round to rebuilding it. So I can like use this as a drop-off station for when I get round to building a functional train that also collects crystals from the mine, which then bring it to this cart.
Okay. Also, when you're done there, can you schedule episode 3 of Brick Talk?
On my channel or your channel?
On your account, because once you do that, then I can make my single cast.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, so we inserted those things, and then the next step is to insert more of these grey things.
You know what? I've got zero
Oh, hang on a
idea
minute. I wasn't supposed
how
to
I'm doing it.
insert it there.
I've got zero idea what. I don't even know what a cart looks like. Let me Google it.
I'm just going to leave those other ones in there for now, and if I need to use them later, pull them out. Okay. And we don't need to. Oh yeah, we need to insert to at the bottom. At the bottom here.
They've also added a new feature onto StreamYard
What kind of feature?
where you can control the level of your mic.
I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, you can change the volume of other people's.
Maybe that's what that green. Maybe that's what those green dots are
Possibly.
for. Okay, so we do that. Hang on a minute. These pages are sticking to each other. Okay, so we got those frames put in place. Now we have to put the other end side of the shelf. Hello, Friday Night Bricks. We've got some breaking news on this stream. Free StreamYard accounts can no longer use the media assets.
I'm gonna make that go viral.
So that's really sad for me, because I am not willing to pay $432 a year for the the cheapest paid plan. I am not doing that. Okay, now I need to slide this down and put this into place.
Hey Mayo, if it makes you feel any better, I just wanna say sorry that's happened.
Yeah. StreamYard's been making a lot of changes recently, so I knew that they weren't going to stop making changes, but this is a change that impacts the free accounts and the free accounts only, which is why I'm extra cross about it.
Yeah.
Like if it was something for the whole StreamYard, then it would be like, yeah, that's what they're doing. But this change is to incentivize people to pay for the free plan like no other, in my opinion.
It's all about money. It's all they give a fuck about. It's all they care about is money.
Well, that's all a business does care about. So I understand why they made that decision. Doesn't mean I have to like the decision.
Yeah.
But if people end up telling me that they were only watching my streams because of my media assets, then they weren't a real viewer to begin with.
That would be pretty dumb, right? Why would they watch you just for your media assets?
Yeah, which is why those people should watch Brick Talk every Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
And these aren't clamping in properly. What is going on here? I think I'm gonna put this down so I can leverage my weight against it. Yeah, I need to leverage my weight to push this down properly.
These brackets.
Ugh.
I'm gonna put my brackets.
Man, this doesn't want to go in. I think I need to stand up to do this. I think there's something holding this back from going in. I think there's something holding back. Hello, Holy Bricks. Breaking news. The free StreamYard accounts can no longer use media assets. And this thing doesn't want to get pushed down. It's like there's
Maybe bang it with your hand. Bang it with the palm.
It's like there's something stopping it from going in. So I'm gonna go and get my hammer. See if I can push it down more. It could take me 60 seconds to find my hammer. So why don't you talk to the audience about what you're trying to build?
Yeah, no worries. So everyone, I am working on a crystal cart. Don't know if you can see that. Yes, you can. Great. It's basically to hold all the crystals for the mine. So yeah, I'm just trying to put as much detail and stuff as possible into it. Which I'm using brown to represent wood panels. It's got some lights. The only thing I'll add now is some more rails and some wheels on the bottom. And then obviously this is the track here that is going to be sat on. If you guys haven't already, please hit the like and subscribe on Mayo's channel because he's a great YouTuber.
Okay, I got my hammer. Let's see
Okay.
if we can make this work now. Reed says, working on a story for my next challenge in the Heroes of Fur and Feather contest. Took pictures already, but need to iron out the story. Oh, there's a mock project. It does sound cool. If it's castle related, then it's extra cool. Yeah, I think there's just something stopping this from going in properly. Okay, so on this side, the hammer is working. But it's having more issues on that side of the shelf. And also at the back of this. Yeah. So the what is that? The screws on the front of the shelf wants to come down, but on the back not so much. I'm gonna crawl through here to get to the other side of this. It is, Johnny, and it's all StreamYard's fault. We can all blame StreamYard.
Hey Mayo, have you ever had a
Yeah.
huntsman spider in your house?
Huh?
Have you ever have you ever had a huntsman spider in your house?
I think I've had several.
Sure.
There's just way too much friction in one of these pegs. Because that just does not want to come down. Yeah, and even if I try to remove it right now, it doesn't want to come out. So I think there's a problem with this specific peg at the back.
That looks like a pain in the ass. Is it not the fact it's tilting?
It is. There's this one peg which is causing me problems.
He said bummer of a stream. Johnny G. Okay, it is getting better if I hammer this in more. But then it immediately wants to rebound. Maybe it could just be a box instead of a. Yeah, maybe it should be more of a box than a minecart. Yeah, let's make it more of a box. I don't fancy putting wheels on it because it's going to be too high up then. I want it to be minifigure size. That means I can tile this off.
It's just impossible to get this right. Because there is just too much friction in this. Ugh. You know, I'm gonna try something. I need to get the power drill and see if I can. I want to attempt something. Yeah, let me try to do something here. No, that's not working. No, that's not gonna work. Yeah, because I have identified the problems. It's on the back of this. There are 2 pegs and 2 screws.
Ah.
Which just don't want to go down properly. Yeah, let me I need to change something.
Grab 2 more lights on the back. Stuff.
Yeah, because I can feel the back of this holding up the front from going down.
Maybe take a breather and then go back to it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to identify what I can do to fix it.
Go back to IKEA and say it's shit.
No, because I did it before.
All right.
Yeah, IKEA streams are fun, aren't they, Johnny? You know, I'm gonna go get a set of pliers quickly. So have you made any progress on what you're doing?
What's up?
Have you made any progress on what you're doing?
Oh, yes. Yes. I've tiled it off on the front and at the back. Then I've also put a couple of plates on the side with a grill. Some grill plates and some headlights on the front and back. Just trying to find another clear one by one.
You know, I'm going to keep my door open because there's no one home right now. Ugh. Yeah, so I think it's a problem with these back two. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift this off because the ones on the bottom of this right now, they worked right. They pushed down correctly. They pushed down correctly. Penny says IKEA loves Lego. I think they do because they get a lot of customer. They get a lot of Lego collectors as customers. Yeah, so I'm going to come around the other side. And actually, I'm going to move some of this stuff out of my room. So I can walk around here.
There we go. Built my little cart. Time to fill it with some crystals. Which I don't think I have any crystals right now because I've used them all.
I'm going to turn this over and see if I can hammer some of this down more. The corner was there. So if the corner's to the right and at the back. Yeah. I'm going to unscrew this and see if I can re-screw it in. that's not straight.
So that's my cart finished. Time to put that with the rest of my mocks I've built so far.
Okay, so we refitted those screws and we hammered down those wooden pegs.
Let's make a little bit of room here. Might end up putting these on the base plate actually for now. The things I've built. Just so I can move them out of the way.
So I'm going to refit these. And see if they will slot on.
That's probably anyway. Yeah, and then the spaceship is gonna go right there. Yeah, no, it's about right. That's what I was after. So I've done what I was meaning to do, Mayo, with this. This bit, this coating.
Yeah, what?
See, I've got my crystal cart here. Crystals in. I've got my little hut.
And I'm losing breath now.
That's usually a sign to take a rest.
Yeah.
These are tesseract. It's a crystal. Yes. I got the tesseract from local. I'm using it as a crystal.
Yeah. And are you making Instagram posts about this stuff?
Yeah, plenty. And YouTube shorts.
Because what kind of stuff might they find if they follow you on Instagram?
What kind of stuff? All kinds of stuff. Basically, what I'm working on right now. So you can see a picture of this buggy. For one, you can see these. Um, I don't remember what else is on my Instagram. Let me check. You know what? Let's have an Instagram tour. Why not? I can show you guys my Instagram page. My profile, sorry. So I only have 9 posts, but I have 274 followers. Wait, so this video here, the video of the build I did.
You can put yourself on full screen while you're showing that stuff.
Sure. I can remember how it's done. I think it's this one here.
That's me.
Need to drag you there. There we go. Okay, let me show you guys. minifigure habitat for the Night Trooper. All my Star Wars spaceships, and an 8080. Then I also promote people's channels on my Instagram page. OTLM, my don't know what to call it, my sign for my username. Promoting Brick Talk, and that's it. That's on my Instagram. And my username is Owen the Lego Master. So it's Owen _ the Lego Master.
Long time no see, Papa's Bricks. Good to see you. Breaking news today. Free StreamYard accounts can no longer use media assets.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
And we're putting together my second IKEA Burley bookcase right now.
It's the end of the world as we know it. Hey, Mayor, would you recommend me to plate the base plate to make it a little bit more sturdy?
What do you mean with the base plate?
Sticks, do a layer of plates to make it more sturdy.
Personally, I don't bother about the stability of the base plate unless you want to use mills.
I might use mills, maybe.
Okay, we're still having those same problems.
You know what? Yes, I am going to use mills.
Yeah, we're still having those same goddamn problems.
Because I'm going to have to use mills anyway if I want a caving system, right? Under the planet. If I want a caving system under the planet, I'm going to have to use mills. Which are a pain in my arse because they're hard to put onto a base plate while clipping everything onto it.
Friday Night Bricks likes mills. Personally,
I
I
like
don't.
mills. They're just difficult to put together. I don't know if he knows what I mean, but I'm sticking. So basically, it's going to be an underground mine where I'm going to introduce power miner minifigures and characters to be digging out crystals for the aliens. But I'm not sure on how I'm supposed to do it because I don't have enough grey bricks to fill this whole base plate. And I have OCD, so I wouldn't use any other colour as a filling brick. I've got majorly bad OCD. Let's see what the chat's saying. I need to pop onto your stream so I can see on my other phone. Mayohosko, Miracle Whip, episode 10. My current mills are 2 bricks tall to let my rolls of LEDs be on the sides in the disco. Oh, nice. LEDs are pretty cool on some Lego cities and builds. I'll tell you what, we're just as well starting on the cave design.
Yeah, this just doesn't want to clip in. It's just really annoying. I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm going to give a day or two with gravating to see if it fixes itself.
Oh, I did have a little bit of bricks. Right now, I'm just going to clip these onto the base plate. This one first in the corner. Maybe I should build another one of these. So leave an 8 gap. Let's put this one there.
So I'm going to take this off again.
You haven't got the best of luck recently, have you?
I don't believe in luck because luck takes away the accountability from everyone's actions.
No, but you get what I mean though, right? Life isn't treating you well at the minute.
I'm just saying I refuse to use that word.
Yeah. Life isn't treating you too good at the minute. Because first off, StreamYard, and then this. This is why I'm saying take a break, because then you can allow your mind to fit into the circumstance it will work. I'm going to add another cart. Now I'm going to have to buy another base plate to put the, what is it called? Another base plate to put the science lab on that side. Mayo, if you're interested in how big this planet is going to be, it's going to be a 6 by 3, so it's going to be 18 base plates. Going to be spending about £150 on base plates alone.
No, these are the wrong pliers. They're the wrong pliers. Yes, I'm gonna pull these pieces out.
Yeah, the reason why I'm putting these on the base plate is because so that I don't drop anything else. Because that was irritating me so much.
Okay, let's swap this around.
Then I'm going to build a little space station here. A little space station over here. Probably it's going to be 8 wide, 8 by 12, possibly, or 10 by 12. Yeah, 10 by 12. I'm just going to quick pictures of so I can post on my Instagram.
I need to see the instructions. What do I do with them? So
You do know I can see all of your media assets.
yeah,
Can I play one to see if it works?
well, you'll do that and it'll come up with a pop-up message.
Please reach out to the team owner to upgrade the plan. Oh shit, you have to. Oh yeah, yeah. See, I can make these. Like, this is why I want you to send me some MP4s.
Yeah, which is why I told you I'm gonna do that.
Because I've encountered a glitch on StreamYard.
How?
Like, my membership has ended because it was only a week long, right? But I still have access to all the features. And that's not even a joke. I literally still have access to the features.
So does that mean you can still set up for guest streaming even though you're not paying for it?
Yeah. Yeah, because I did it the other day with the X9. So I've encountered a glitch where I'm not paying for my plan, but I still get access to all the features. Like, I'm not using the powered by StreamYard logo. I'm using my own logo that I had to pay for. I'll create a stream, but I'm not going to skip for now. Test stream, create stream. Go in the Lego Master, enter Studio. You see, I can still change my profile. You see this? I can change the logo. I can still change my logo. Just let it download. Why is it changed to 1080p?
What?
You see this? I still have access to changing my thing. Let me just choose a video because I can make my own. Let me see. Background. How do you add them? Is it an intro video? How do you add media assets?
You can't do it on a phone.
Oh, you need a computer. All right, no worries. I'll do it
Yeah.
on a computer. Let me see. Oh, that's easy. I see how you've done it then, because you screen recorded it, haven't you?
Yeah. But you have to convert it to an MP4 file.
I mean, that's pretty easy if you've got the right software. Because it's how I made my songs on my channel. Because I converted an MP3 into an MP4. So it's fairly simple.
I think Liam wants to know what you're building.
Oh, Alien Conquest Planet. Nothing specifically right now, but I was.
And I'm still building my IKEA shelf.
I'm just going to let my computer charge a little bit, and then I want to see if that glitch is still there. Because I am not paying for StreamYard right now, but
Yeah.
somehow I still have access to all the features you would use with the
Hello,
advanced plan.
Hello, Alexandria. Reed says, I have large sections due to mills. Disco floor is said measurements. Inside colors on mills won't matter unless you have visible areas. Yeah, you can use rainbow bricks underneath. Says also have mills set up so they are recessed sections with tiles for me to drop castle walls, keep sections, houses, and the like into the base. That way mills can be in their own box. Exactly. The modularity, and then walls, houses, etc. in their own boxes. Yeah, that makes for easier transport.
Oh, shit, no, I was wrong. Do you know why that is? Because I still have 4 days left on my advanced plan.
Yeah. Um,
So it's been 2 weeks instead of one. Or maybe it's a week's worth of using it.
yeah, and Reed would be someone to pay for StreamYard because they get because some episodes of Friday Night Bricks have had a lot of guests on there.
Yeah.
It's not as complicated as you might think, Liam. The only complication is when friction gets in the way of pieces going in. Because instructions for IKEA furniture is so easy.
Well, now I know that's the case, I'm going to be streaming non-stop, talking 2 streams a day, one in the morning and one at night.
Is that so you can feel justification in paying for StreamYard?
Yeah, because the only way I'll be paying for it is if I use up the hours. But I
Hello,
just want to
why?
keep it
I
in.
don't. Hello, why? I don't think I've seen you here before, so thank you for coming into to one of my live streams. Yeah, I make weekly videos, and sometimes and I do multiple streams per week. So everyone, make sure that you're subscribed and turn on that notification bell so you never miss when I upload a video.
I had a stream with Never Too Old for Lego today on my stream. It's pretty cool.
Okay, so I reversed the direction of this, and friction was not a problem when I put it upside down. That wasn't a problem. So
That's
maybe it
interesting.
was just a thing with gravity. Let us test. I'm going to test it now.
Time to work on some spacewalkers and mechs that the aliens can sit in and control.
Yeah, because I think the viewers would like it to see your stuff in the middle of the screen so they can get a better view of what you're building.
It's quite hard because where my tripod is, I can't really move it. So I'll tell you what, while I'm building, you guys can look at this because I'm just going to move a couple of things out the way because I have too much stuff on my table and I don't want to be risking knocking anything over. So I'll move my tripod so it's just tilting on what I built, not on what I'm building. Let's put that all the way back here. It's against the wall. And let's put the tripod further down. How's that? Mayo, how does that look? Wait.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, I see why that's not going in.
I kind of don't want to knock anything over, do you know what I mean? Yeah, let's grab some plates and that.
Okay, so that wants to go. So the middle wants to go down now.
Maybe you should put that one upside down as well.
Oh. That was a loud crack, but part of that did snap together.
It's what they call a good crack. You get a bad crack and a good crack. I'm not calling that a good crack.
So the middle and the back one is fine. Now it's just the front that's hard.
Let's grab a 2x6 and a 2x2 plate. It's going to probably sit well on those, and yeah. But this is going to be clipped onto some sock bricks, I think. It's a lot easier for myself to build. Okay, so 2x6 in light grey.
Yeah, we are building IKEA shelves.
He's testing his patience. That's what he's building. Or testing. That's what he's testing. He's testing his own patience to see if he can build an IKEA shelf. Which, by the looks of things, it's very nerve-wracking.
Yeah, that just doesn't want to go in. No. That just does not want to go in. Maybe if I widen those holes, they'll go in better.
Having so many brackets, it's hard to find one colour.
Yes, I'm going to just pull them out and just drill into the holes ever so slightly. Because they are refusing to go in. Which
Isn't
is
that
why,
just annoying?
so we solved the friction issues for that stuff.
This looks more like a Blacktron style than it does a fucking Alien Conquest style. Because it's a mech. Maybe it should just be a UFO. How about a UFO mech? Possibly.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do for them. Really not sure. But anyway, I'm gonna do I've got to do other stuff right now, so we're going. So we're going to go now.
Okay, man, no worries.
Where can we find you?
Instagram, YouTube, which both usernames is Owen the Lego Master. So pretty straightforward. And
And
yeah.
you can find the links to my stuff in the description. But yeah, who are you? Are you gonna stream with anyone before Brick Talk?
Um, yeah, possibly JDP.
And is that gonna be simulcast on both of your channels?
No, just on his channel.
Okay. Well, with that being said, thank you for watching, everyone. It is appreciated. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. I've got a lot of stuff to handle for the rest of the day, and we can't play credits anymore because of StreamYard. So I'm just going to say thank you for watching this stream. I'll see you on the next stream, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.